Okay, testing, testing. So, literally, this is the first time of me going live, and you're seeing things in its raw form. And the whole idea was that um, I can be on the go and traveling, and um, fix this video, giving things to people in its raw form, as opposed to any kind of So you got to fix your camera angles. Like literally, I got my old teacher glasses, but still have this on there. And I just thought that I would. This is so funny. This is like a comedy. Next time I have my contacts on. So yeah, I'm going to go live. And I don't even think there's anybody on the live stream, but the whole idea is to uh, the whole idea is to go live as opposed to regular setup, mm, and to be comfortable going live as practice as opposed to um, just waiting for the perfect setup. And the title of the video is about your archives being made more valuable as you come up, right? I keep looking at the phone because I usually start my day with a morning accountability call. And yeah, so I'm waiting to see if it's going to happen today. But I also realize that you have to put in the reps, to quote Layla and Alex Ramosi. And it's just super simple. Yeah, it's super simple. Hold on. Yeah, it's super simple to just do it. Nothing to it but to do it. So I don't know if my morning call is going to happen today, but I'm committed to getting good at the process by um, just, and I have to do this like this. Um, yeah, so what I'm going to do is literally talk to the camera and walk through kind of what's on my mind. And if the call happens in 5 minutes, great. If it doesn't, well, then this will be like a super short live stream, and I will have gone through the process of seeing how it works. But anyway, let me just talk through kind of some things that are on my mind. I bought this book that says explaining how dogs are and how best to teach them. And the whole purpose of this book was to learn how to give the family pet instructions. But then I sat back and I realized it's by Pamela J. Reed, PhD. But then I sat back and realized the fact that, like, we as humans, um, people aspiring to innovate, invest, impact the world, we're mammals too. And um, a lot of the quote unquote tricks or techniques that are used to reinforce certain behaviors with animals, uh, for instance, intermittent scheduling and rewards, can also be used to train quote unquote humans or our own selves. So that got me thinking, okay, well, you know what? Reality situation is that we are in a time now in history where, for the first time, um, the same tool that people are using to have fun with, all right, that they're engaged with, the same machine that they engage to have fun with is the same machine that they can use to generate income. So that got me thinking, what is the difference between people who are consuming versus producing on the phone? And the difference is the nature of the content and what apps they're using, not the actual action itself. Because the reality situation is that the average, especially in the Western world, the average person is spending hours upon hours on their phone, but they're not doing, or their computer, but they're not doing things that are income generating. They're doing things that are income, let's call it sapping. And so that got me thinking, how can you take a habit that you're already involved with, example, being on your phone, and turn that into something that is productive? And what that made me realize is that it's basically the nature of what you're talking about and what you're doing on the phone, but the actual activity itself is the inbred habit that all of us have. And so that's why I just decided, well, you know what? It makes sense to think about habits that have already been with you for years, taking those habits and basically just doing a few tweaks to those habits so that you can turn them into something that's more productive, right? So, as an example, literally this live stream, it'll probably go, let's say, under 10 minutes, because it's going to be a short one today. But literally, the amount of time it takes to set up a stream like this and just talk to you, well, the thing is that if you were talking to a friend or family member on FaceTime, it'll literally be the same activity. So, what is the difference between talking to uh, a friend or a family member on FaceStream and the activity that I'm involved with here? The only main difference is the nature of the content, what you're talking about. So, this is just a long-winded way of saying it is what we're talking about, and it is whom that really separates the producers from the consumers. Um, Over the internet. And so, with a few small tweaks, we can take activities that we're already doing, which is using um, a live streaming technology, speaking or communicating, using mobile devices or desktop devices. Those are activities that we're all involved in already. But simply by changing the nature of what you're communicating about and to whom, you can go from that activity being one that is consumption to one that is production. So, what I would love for anyone watching this to take away is the following. Number one, easiest way to build a habit, hat tip to James Clear, is to look at things that you already doing and what you've already been doing for years and to figure out how to just direct it in a different direction. The analogy would be a river that's already flowing. All you need to do is steer it a little bit to the left or the right, as opposed to trying to build, let's say, a canal, right? So most of us already have habit uh, rivers, if you will, um, years and years of the proverbial stream of water going through certain um, directions, and all we just need to do is turn it a little bit to the left, right? And then the other thing we need to just turn a little bit to the left or to the right is what we're talking about, right? So if you can take this idea of habits that you already have and literally listing them down, right? Make a list and then say, okay, how can I just add some small tweaks to these pre-existing habits to make it be more productive for me? That would be insanely useful, right? That's the first big idea. Second big idea is the lower the friction there is to any activity, the easier it is for you to do. And so most people don't like the idea of going live to literally now. It's like, I'm gonna take a picture. It's like at this point, it's like literally zero people, um, right? It's zero people on this live. Okay. But the thing is that imagine 10 million or 100 says zero, right? Mhm. That's a nice cap. Okay. Hit print screen. I'm going to hit print screen. I want, um, so thing is, imagine 100 million views from now, documenting the fact that um, that 100 millionth view started with this live stream that nobody attended, right? That is inspiring people because everybody wants to start and tunes in when you're almost at the top of the summit. But these are the moves that get you there. So I just want to invite you to document your come up, and um, you could be sitting there with your old glasses on like me, um, you know, but have your scarf not quite the way you want it. uh, it's not perfect, but it is done, right? And uh, consider using YouTube live stream or any other live stream and just document yourself doing the actual activity. And then, yeah, and then that'll be valuable for you um, in the future, right? Because most people don't document the come up. And the more successful you are, the more these videos at the start of things become more inspirational for people. So uh, I'm going to stop now. Mm-mm. This is Shola. Take care and take action.